Well, welcome back to another video, and today is a bit of a different one. We're not on some jetty, we're not on a kayak, we're actually nowhere near the beach at all. We are stuck at home because I'm in isolation for the next 7 days, so I thought what better chance to engage with you guys and do like a Q&A kind of best moments that we've had on the channel so far kind of thing. I'm going to be putting on some clips that are personally my favourite that have gone on the channel. So we're talking all the kayak adventures, when we went Murray cod fishing, all of that. So we're going to put a bit of a highlight reel in throughout the video. And then on top of that, I've asked on Instagram some questions for a Q&A that I'll be doing in this video. So I'm going to answer all of them. Got quite a few, so I'll try and get through them all. And yeah, see you guys in the video. So how I'm going to structure this is put a top 3 moments that I've experienced on my channel so far, and then I'm just going to put a highlight reel of all the other things that have happened that haven't made the top 3 list, and yeah, should be good. So starting off with number 3, one of those first sea cliff videos I ever did on the kayak, and I think it was a 32 centimeter squid. And yeah, back then for me, catching a squid just in general was pretty amazing. So yeah, like at the time, I've never caught a squid that big and I didn't really know what to expect. So yeah, it's pretty hard to watch. But yeah, I always love watching that clip just because see how, you know, bad I was at fishing back in the day. Hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll roll it on right now. I'm on. Oh no. Oh gosh, this is a big one. Oh my god. Oh my. That has to be bigger than my last one, surely. He's just hooked. Isn't it? That's pretty big. That's a good size. Have a look at that for a squid. That is huge. That'd be like a 31, 32. That's a huge squid. Alright, so last week I put out this questionnaire on Instagram for you guys to ask me any questions that you wanted answered in the video. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and answer them all. So we'll start off with this one here. Best fishing spot in Adelaide. Main question I get asked all the time is good spots and all of that. So if you're going Adelaide, the fishing can be quite stressful. My top 3 spots in Adelaide would probably be Brighton Jetty, Sea Cliff on a kayak obviously, and Merino Rocks. Probably the top 3 in Adelaide for me. This is a good question from Petchy999. Do you do any spearfishing, and where would be the best spot for squid on the Yorke Peninsula? So I'm not doing any spearfishing at the moment, but that's definitely something I'm looking into. Obviously watch YBS and Field Days a lot. If you guys know who they are, probably do. Yeah, I'm definitely looking to get into it. It looks pretty fun, but there's obviously a lot of safety things you have to worry about. I'm not going to jump into it too quickly, but yeah, definitely thinking about it for sure. And in terms of best squidding spots for the Yorke Peninsula, basically any jetty on the Yorke Peninsula will be productive. In my opinion, my favourite jetties down there probably have to be Moonta and Port Hughes. Just 2 really productive jetties, and both spots have great camping facilities as well. So if you want to camp down there, you obviously can in the caravan parks right there, which are really close to the jetty as well. Andrew McKinnon has asked, Peninsula versus the Yorke Peninsula. That's a great question. I've been to both of those peninsulas quite a few times, so I've got a pretty good understanding of both of them. The Yorke Peninsula for me would probably be my favourite, solely because of the beaches there. You know, you just can't beat those beaches like Moonta, Port Hughes, Wallaroo, all those spots. You know, the flats fishing down there is unreal, but in terms of like squidding and other types of fishing as well, they're pretty similar, but I guess the scenery down the Yorke Peninsula just does it for me. But I will ask you this, leave a comment down below which peninsula you like more, and yeah, we'll start a little debate in the comment section. Alright, so coming in at 2nd place. Now this one is a bit of a surprise one, you might think, but in number 2 is my PB squid of 35 centimeters, I think it was. Me and Ollie went to Marion Bay. If you don't follow Ollie on Instagram, go follow him. It's Ollie's squidding page. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can go check him out. And yeah, we went to Marion Bay. Ollie cracked his PB, I think it was like either 37 or 39, which is just absolutely crazy. And I cracked my PB, which I think was 35. And it was just an unreal session. Nearly bagged out every day for the 3 days that we were there. It was an unreal trip. I'm gonna play that PB footage on right now. And yeah, boy, this is some great footage here. You.
Bang. Strap in, loosen your drag maybe, not too much. Nice work, mate.
Not bad on the teaser. It's a good size.
That's for sure.
How are we gonna get this one up?
Yeah, go, bring it around, mate. That's right. I'll
Jet it, stare it.
tougher not to get your feet wet.
Yeah.
What, fucking this big as well. Oh. Keep on pulling it up a little bit.
Good work. Oh, I spun the tentacles.
I didn't fucking grab it that well either. No, that's actually bigger than what, 30?
31, 32.
I reckon 32, mate.
Stairmaster. That beautiful squid. UPB 35 centimetre hood. Lucas Fuller has asked, what's your PB squid? So PB squid is 35 centimetres at the moment. Obviously looking to beat that one this winter. Got a few spots in mind I'm going to go to try and crack that. So expect a lot of squidding videos this winter, a lot. Gus.vk has asked, favourite type of fishing? Favourite type of fishing, you obviously see a lot of squidding on my channel. I really enjoy that part of fishing, but to be honest, my favourite style of fishing would probably have to be flats fishing. And I've never really done flats fishing before until I went to a trip on the Yorke Peninsula with Ollie. He showed me the ways of flats fishing and I bloody loved it. It was so good. You know, you got to sight cast them, you're in the water while you're fishing. You know, it's hard work, it's extremely rewarding and a ton of fun. And yeah, that's probably been my number one. But I think squidding is also one up there as well for me. To travel too far or bring that much gear with you, all you need is a squid jig basically. So yeah, flats fishing and squid fishing for sure. Okay, Andy's Off-Road Fishing has asked, show us your tackle box. So what I'm going to do is show you my actual just fishing backpack in general. I'll give you a rundown of everything that's in there and why it's in there and all of that stuff. So, alright, so this is the backpack that I use everywhere I go. It's a Daiwa fishing backpack. I absolutely love it. Plenty of room and the material on here is like bomb proof, it's unreal. So first you got this pocket here, which I've put nothing in there just because it's kind of exposed, and you know, if I fall down or this accidentally opens, I'm going to lose whatever's in there, so I don't use that pocket. But if we go in here, this is the big main pocket for storage. So this is the case I use just to chuck my GoPro in when I'm not using it. Obviously it's not in there at the moment because I'm using it. And this is the chest mount. I haven't used this yet, so next video I'll definitely be putting this one on and getting some different perspectives. Then we've got the good old trusty camera that with a broken case. But yeah, this is where I take all the photos for the SA Angler magazine and just photos in general. Pretty good quality camera. So it's a Coolpix 59700. No idea what it is, but it works and it works bloody well. So that's that. Here's the trusty head mount that I've used in basically every video so far. And then I always keep a ton of Ziploc bags in the back of here. So whenever I go fishing, if I get squid, fish or anything like that, I chuck them in this Ziploc bag here, just so it doesn't stink out the esky completely. It keeps them kind of isolated from other things in the esky. So if I've got food and stuff in there, I don't want the squid touching it, fish blood or anything like that. So they stay in there, keeps them nice and safe and secure. So in terms of that pocket, that's absolutely everything. Then we go into the side pocket here. So this is kind of just all the bits and pieces. So I've got a pair of rusty pliers in there to take hooks out of fish and stuff. A couple braid scissors work really well. And the leader that I'm running at the moment is 14 pound FC Rock. Amazing leader, never let me down so far. So that's always there. And then we got squid float for when we send out those big Tommies on teasers. And we go right down to the bottom here. We got reel lube. It's for re-greasing reels just to keep them nice and fresh. They don't let me down anytime soon. And then I've got this here, a spare float for who knows when I'll need that. And then we go to the other side here. And basically this is just all the gadgets and stuff. So I've got my head torch here. It's an energizer. I think it's about 100 or 200 lumens. Nothing really bright, but gets the job done. Then we've got a Milwaukee torch here, which this is the big dog. It is super bright. So when I go on night trips or night fishing trips, this always comes with me. So yeah, if I need to see where I'm going, that one always comes out first. And then obviously GoPro charger. And one thing that's missing in here at the moment is a portable charger, because I had to use that the other day. When I go camping and stuff, I can charge all my GoPros and phones and whatnot. Alright, and the final one and the big reveal is the tackle box. If you didn't know already, I work with Micks Jiggers pretty closely, and he's been kind enough to let me try out and product test a lot of his jigs. So we got two sides here, that side and this side. So we'll start with this one. Every colour under the sun you can think of. These jigs are absolutely unreal. They have an amazing sinking rate, great colour selection, and the material on this is like second to none. You can see here, like the material is just top quality. If we're talking about underrated jigs, these are the stuff. And if you didn't know what this one was, this is the squid jig that I worked with Mick to design. So this is my design here that I made, and I do have another one coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this is the blue pilchard, I think I called it. Yeah, an absolutely gun jig. It's been torn up in the past. And another one of my favorites is just the pure white, which is, you can see, has had some damage to it. So yeah, really underrated jigs. And if you flip it over, I haven't used this one yet though, so I'm really interested in using this, see how it goes. But yeah, definitely be testing that one out soon. Alright, so we go to the first little tackle box here. So this is kind of all over the joint at the moment. So I've got some hard bodies here for salmon, trout, brim, whatnot. Then we got some soft plastics, which have been absolutely molested. More soft plastics, another soft plastic, just a few metals, and then we got some split shots. And yeah, pretty boring that one. Got some extra hooks in there, but yeah, nothing exciting in that one here. So this is most of the stuff I get from Micks Jiggers as well. So these are his hard bodies that he's designed, which I've used a couple times and they actually swim quite well. Haven't managed to catch any on these ones yet, but they definitely swim really well, and I know these will catch something. This bad boy here is an absolute tuna candy. If you want proof of this, just head over to Micks Jiggers' Facebook page, and you can see one of his product testers, Benji, who's an absolute gun fisherman. He used one of these in his fishing competitions for tuna, and he absolutely cleaned up, came first using these two lures here. Bit of a jig, and if you want to grab one of these, just head over to Micks Jiggers' Facebook. Then we just got the standard Tommy rig here. Bit of a glow stick in there, but yeah, nothing special about that one, but catches a lot of fish. And lastly, we have the Murray Cod treasure box. So there's a few odd lures in here, but I don't know why they're here, to be honest. But then we got the Murray Cod lures here. This is the one where I caught both of my Murray Cod on. It is an absolute jet. You can get these from BCF. They're only like 15 odd bucks, not expensive at all. And yeah, they got the job done, that's for sure. And this lure here is, I found this in Port Adelaide, just on the sand really, and it's still in good nick, so I try and throw it out every now and then. Got some, these are the clips I use to clip on everything I use. Really good, small, compact, good quality. And I got those ones from Masuda Squid Jig. So that's really it inside those ones here. And the newest addition to the family is this boy, the DJI Mavic Mini. So this is the drone that we will now have on our new videos. And if you saw 2 videos ago, we did use this at the flats fishing video, and it came out unreal. So there it is there, really small and compact, but big surprise how well it holds up in the air as well. Nice little controller there, joysticks. 3 batteries. I'll roll on some clips that I've already taken with this now.
In the beginning it was like we were glued to each other, yes we were. And in a room full of people, we lost ourselves.
also another special mention is this new fish he's lucky enough to get sent. So basically what it is when you catch a fish, it's mostly meant for whiting, but you can easily fit other fish in here. All you do is you fill up this with a bit of water to protect the fish, chuck the fish in there. It's got all the measurements from 20 centimeters all the way up to 34, so it's perfect for whiting, and you can easily fit like salmon and garfish in here as well. So yeah, if you want to get one of these, I'll leave a link in the description. These are an awesome gadget to have, and yeah, whenever I go flats fishing or just any fishing as well, this always comes with me. Alright, so Adriano Kayatsa has asked, who made you fall in love with fishing? I only really got into fishing about a year and a half ago, and that was because my brother was into it and I always used to go fishing with him, and from there I kind of just started watching YouTube videos. A big influence who's made me kind of fall in love with it is YPS and Field Days. Them two YouTube channels, honestly, honestly the best YouTube channels on YouTube in my opinion. Good vibes, and they're a big inspiration not only on my YouTube channel but just life in general. Biggest fish ever caught and where? So far the biggest fish I've probably caught is probably that Murray cod. I reckon it would have been pushing about 1/2 meter, but yeah, nothing too big. Hopefully we can get something a lot bigger in the future. Alright, so the #1 moment on this channel, and it's probably a bit stereotyped, but it is just one of the gold catches that every Aussie fisherman has. Probably no surprise, is catching my first ever Murray cod. So this one was obviously caught at Happy Valley. My first ever time I went there, it was only open for like 3 days. I had to make sure I got there before it was absolutely fished out, and to this day they're still actually taking lures, so I guess that's a good sign. But so me and my brother got on the water pretty early. We're just trolling lures basically all day, and the first hour or two we got absolutely nothing, and I thought, oh boy, this is not good. Everyone else was catching them. I've seen all these posts on Facebook, people getting like 10 to 15, and then yeah, eventually saw my rod in the rod holder just absolutely bend to the max, and I was like, oh, this has got to be something. Wheel it in, and sure enough, it was my first ever Murray cod. And yeah, for me, that was a really special moment. Even though it's pretty accessible in there, I understand that, but still, to catch a fish like that was really cool. And yeah, I'm gonna remember that one for a long time. As soon as Happy Valley opened, I knew that was my chance to get one, and yeah, I was really happy with that one. Joshy, I'm onto something here. Not sure what it is. Is that a bottom? Oh, Joshy! 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 Oh, my first ever Murray cod! It's a Murray cod! Oh. He's going under. Oh, yes, I've been waiting my whole life for this. How cool is that? Yeah, mate. Oh, look at him. Oh, it's massive. Alright, so I just managed to get my first Murray cod here at the new Happy Valley Reservoir, and I'm so happy. Safe release, he got back swimming very well. K Seaman has asked, please, I need to learn how to catch yellowfin whiting. What is the best rig? So the best rig for yellowfin whiting would probably be a paternoster rig, just with normal 2 hooks, one high, one low, and then run a star sinker at the bottom. He's also asked best places to buy rigs from and best fishing store in Adelaide. Well, that's a great question, because there is a few good stores in Adelaide, but my #1 would probably be Sports Fishing Scene. The staff there are really helpful. They all know what they're talking about. They got basically everything you could imagine there, from camping stuff to fishing stuff. I got my Abu Veritas rod from there, which I'll get into in a bit, and my Tierra reel as well. So yeah, great people, and local as well, so always love supporting local. So yeah, that's probably my #1 go-to fishing shop in Adelaide. So that's basically all the questions. Thank you for everyone who asked me a question. Really appreciate that. So I hope I answered them pretty well for you. I also get asked a lot what fishing rods I use and all of that stuff. So what I've got here is I've got my 3 fishing rods that I use. So this one here is the surf rod. Now the actual rod itself is kind of a weird one. It's called the Komodo Evolution 300. Not sure if you can see that there, but it's very affordable rod, nothing crazy. And I've just put a 4000 Sienna on that. So, I mean, it's as simple as you get, it's cheap and affordable as you get. Definitely thinking of upgrading this rod soon, but for now, it does the job. And this here is my bit of a heavier setup. This is a 4 to 7 kilo rod. So yeah, for this one here, I use for my squid teasers. So yeah, this rod here used for my just flicking out heavier lures, squid teasers and whatnot. But yeah, this is mostly when I go squidding. I use this as a teaser rod. It's just got a 2500 Sienna on it. So really another just really cheap and affordable reel. I don't really go too crazy on my spare rods, but the Siennas are actually a very underrated reel. If you do want to grab one of the Siennas, go to BCF and they're like 60 bucks. Really good value and they get the job done. I'm just running 20-pound J-braid on that one and same on the other reel. Alright, so this is the rod that everybody always asks about. The 7'2", 1 to 3 kilo Abu Garcia Veritas. It is an absolutely gun rod. I've used this rod in basically every video that I've done so far. It is my favorite rod by far. It's an all-rounder kind of too, but really good for squidding because it's a 7'2". It's got the height and just super fun for like absolutely everything. I paired this one with a 2500 Daiwa Tierra reel, and this reel here is honestly so underrated for its price as well. It is an absolute jet of a reel. So big thank you to the guys at Sports Fishing Scene for hooking me up with this combo when they had the sale on. And yeah, super helpful like I said, and absolutely loving this combo so far. And once again running 20-pound J-braid on this with the 14-pound FC Rock leader. Alright, big thank you for watching the video once again. I hope you guys did enjoy this Q&A and best moments kind of thing. Something different to the channel. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. And I'll see you guys in the next adventure. So if you're not subscribed, now would be the time because we're going to get out some awesome content in the future. We've got some amazing trips planned all across the joint. So yeah, the content from here is going to rise. If you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the fam. Alright, and to finish things off, we're going to put in that highlights reels. If you want to help the channel out, leave a like on the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you want to. Of course you don't have to, but it really helps me out and you won't miss any great content coming in the future. So cheers guys. What an absolute beautiful day. Check this out.
this us. The I love you now, all that's my living. We all giving them all this us. Feeling the I hate so much you are feeling. Now as all this us. The I love you now, all that's my living. We all giving, feel all this us. Feeling all I hate so much you are. Now as all this us. The I love you now, all that's my living. We all giving, all this us. Feeling the I hate so much you are feeling. Now as all this us. The I love you now, all that's my living. We all giving, feel all this us. Feeling all I hate so much you are. All this us.